Hoo-hoo, baby. You're dedicated if you got this far. All right, let's take a look at this guy here. I think the only place to start is this. 3 and a 4 in series is 7. And now I've got a 7 and 11, and I've got a store. Sorry. So that is 11 and 7 in parallel. And 11 and 7 in parallel is left parenthesis 11 to the minus 1 plus 7 to the minus 1 to the minus 1. That is 4.27 bar. Okay, so we're doing okay so far. Let's see, and then the 7 here, it goes through the 7, then through this, then here, right? So the 7 is in series with it. Okay, so that's going to be 11.27 bar, right? So that is just 7 plus 4.27 bar is 11.27 bar. And now that resistor, the 11.27 bar, is in parallel with the 9. And we're almost done. We're done reducing at this point, right? Because then it's just a 31, a 1, a 2, whatever this ends up being, and a 3. Okay, so this is in parallel. It's this in parallel with this. Okay, so I'm going to go left parentheses. So I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to go left parentheses. And then I'm going to grab that 11.27 bar to the minus 1 plus 9 to the minus 1, right parenthesis, to the minus 1. So that's 5.005. 0055, roughly. Okay, ohms. And now we can solve this, right? We've got 31 volts. It's pushing current through the 1, the 2, the 5.0055, and the 3. Okay, so I can do this. A1 is V over R is 31 volts, right? Divided by 1 plus 2 plus 5.055, 5.0055. Oh, that's funny. Okay, and then plus 3. Okay, so let's figure that out. 31 divided by left parenthesis 1 plus 2 plus the number I just got. So I'm using up arrow and grabbing that whole thing. And then plus 3. That is 2.81677. So it's 2.8168 amps. Okay, so that's good. We can cross that off. We got that right. Okay, and then V1, all voltages are IR. We just got to figure out what I, what R, right? Okay, and this is the current, right? That current goes through 1, it goes through 2. It goes through the 5.0055 ohm and then through the 3 and then back, right? So it's going to be the current we just got, 2.8168 times this resistance here, 5.0055. That guy times this guy is 14.0993 volts. Okay. Okay, so V1, did we get that right? Yeah, we did. 14.0993 volts. Now, V1 is going to help us. With V1, we can figure out the current through the 9 ohm. Let's do this. We can figure out the current through the 7 ohm. And then with that, we can figure out V2. So things are looking good. Okay, so let's find the current through the 9 ohm. That's the least useful thing we can do with this. So that current's going to be V1 divided by 9. And V1 is 14.0993 divided by 9. So the number on my calculator divided by 9. That's very serendipitous. That is 1.566, and then it's 5.9, so it's 1.5666 amps. Okay, so the current through the 9 ohm okay, and we don't, that's sort of a throwaway thing, right? But now let's find the current through the 7 ohm. Well, that's going to be V1 divided by, well, gee, this is complicated, right? I believe this resistance on this path here is 11.27 bar. Right, so that's going to be 14.0993 divided by 11.27 bar. So let's find that again. 14, there it is, divided by, now I got to find the 11 point. There it is. That wasn't so bad. That is 1.2502 roughly amps. Amps. Okay, now this is a truly useful current, because now that same current is going through this 4.277 ohm resistor. That same current that goes through the 7 also goes through this guy, and that's how we figure out V2. So V2 is IR. All voltages are IR. It's just what's the current, what's the voltage, right? So the current is this guy, okay? 1.2502, and then the resistance is 4.27 bar. Okay, so that number times 4.27 bar. Let's see if I can find that. I got to go way back. It goes way back. There it is. That's the first thing I calculated. Okay, so that is 5.3480 volts. Okay, so that's V2. We can fill that in. Now, by the way, that voltage we're going to use to get inside here. So we'll figure out 11 and 3 and 4 and V3 and all that stuff. Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so now it says, let's see. What is the current through the 4 ohm and the 11 ohm? So that's these branches in here, right? Let's do the 11 ohm first. Current through the 11 ohm is just simply going to be V2 divided by 11. Okay, because that voltage is across basically the 11 ohm resistor, right? So that is 5.3480 divided by 11. And that is 0.4862 amps. Did we get that right? We did. Okay. That's kind of a throwaway. We're not really going to use that again. We already know the voltage across the 11 ohm is that. We know everything about it, right? And then it says, what's the voltage through the 4 ohm resistor, right? Because the current through the 4 ohm resistor, we can do that too. The current through the 4 ohm resistor is just going to be V2 divided by the total resistance on this path, which is 7. So that's going to be 5.3480 divided by 7. That guy divided by 7. And that is 0.7640. It's 002987 or something like that, right? Amps. So that is all right. Oh, we're getting so close to greatness here. Oh, we never wrote the voltage across. Okay, so let's see. So now we want to find, what is it? V3. V3 is going to be IR. V3 is IR, but what current and what voltage? Well, it's going to be the current through the 4 ohm, and the resistance will be 4 ohms, right? That works. Okay, so it's 0.7640, and then the resistance there that it's looking at is 4 ohms, right? And that is 3.0560 volts. Okay. Now, by the way, you can also do V3. V3 is also 4/7. That's a 7 here. Let's try it again. 4/7 of V2. That works, right? Because it's a proportion. It's 4/7 of the total drop, right? Let's try that. 4/7. And then V2 is 5.3. So let's go 4/7. 4 divided by 7 times. Let's find that guy. There it is. Lo and behold, I get the same exact answer, right? All right. Let's get serious now. Okay. V3. So V3 is 3.0560 volts. Okay. What else? Oh, we got the voltages across the 7 ohm and the voltage across the 2 ohm. So the 7 ohm, V7 ohm, that's going to be IR. But what current and what? Right. Well, we know the current through the 7 ohm, right, is 1.2502. And we know that the resistance there is 7. So let's find that guy. The trick is now finding these things. Where is it? There it is. Times 7. And that is 8.7513 volts. All right, and then finally, enfin, the voltage across the 2 ohms. My computer's about to take off. That's going to be IR as well, but what I, what R? Okay, oh, 2 ohms, this guy here. That's not hard. Is there only one 2 ohm resistor? That's it, yeah. So it would be this voltage here, and that's just IR, and the I is going to be this main circuit current. So it's going to be 2.8168 times 2. Well, that's going to be way back. Let's use the way back machine. I'm going up arrow for it. He's going up arrow. There it is. I got it. I found it. Times 2. That is 5.633, and then it's 5.5, so it's 6.336. Whew, baby. We did it. I've got enough room left over to draw a pretty pony. Isn't that nice? I feel very proud of my pretty pony.